Y'all know what it is.
I was actually going to ask you about equipment. I obviously know a lot about it. You know a lot about it, but our listeners, we haven't really ever broken that down for them. And since this is kind of a podcasting centric show now, and you're one of the guys to talk to, would you break down a entry level setup and then your actual setup, what you take on the road and what you use in your house?
All right, entry level setup. I always recommend the Samson Q2U or the I think it's the ATR 2100X, because they discontinued the old Audio-Technica 2100 and the AT2005. I always loved the AT2005 because it was cooler looking than the 2100. The internals are the same on all three of those mics, but they're all sub $100. The 2100X is USB-C now, so you have that connector. This one though is my new favorite. Here, let me show you.
For those of you watching the video, I just want to explain this right now. I don't know. It's not switching, so I put it on all three of us. So, Ryan, I know you're confused, but I don't know what's going on. So I want to apologize for that, for everyone watching the video right now. Go ahead.
All right. This is the Shure MV7. It's $250, but it's XLR and USB. So it's nice like that. But it sounds almost identical to a Shure SM7B. But you can take it on the road with you. Yes, I've got several of those around here. I got like 20 mics around here.
Right.
But this one, let me take off the cloud lifter so it doesn't fall off the table here. Got more cloud lifters in my house than I know what to do with too. That mic, it's $250, but it is professional grade. I did a couple episodes of Grumpy Old Geeks with it, and nobody knew the difference from my $600 microphone that I'm talking to you on right now to that mic, which is really annoying. But the fact that it's USB and XLR means you can use it in just different form factors. Like if I'm going to go on the road, I can take that with me. It's small enough that it fits in my bag, plugs into my laptop, and I can still do the same show. Or I can plug it into my interface and use it at home like I normally would. So that's intermediate. But for beginners, always recommend Samson Q2U or one of the Audio-Technicas. Obviously not a Blue Yeti. That's my least favorite microphone. And I've gotten in more internet wars over that microphone than I care to think of. But I'll just tell the people who have one, who are screaming at their podcast player right now, it's not the microphone itself. The microphone is fine if you're in a studio. You're not in a studio. You're in your house. And that is the microphone if you want to hear a dog fart 3 houses down. It's a condenser mic that has a very, very good pickup on it. And you don't know how to use it as a new podcaster. You have no mic technique. You're going to put it on the middle of a table and have everybody shout at it. And that's not how that microphone works. And it's overpriced for what it is. For $50 more, you can get the Shure MV7 and have a fantastic mic. And that will last you forever because Shure mics are indestructible. So I highly recommend that.
So I went down a road of wanting to open a podcasting studio at one point, and I bought a nice Midas console and 4 of the Shure SM7Bs with the Cloud Lifter CL4 for 4 mics, and just spent way too much money on gear I didn't need. And now it's all sitting in boxes in a back room. But I decided I sold the Midas and I switched to the Behringer X32 rack. And I love it because I can do 30 channels of multi-track recording, and it's under $1,000 and it's USB. And the thought process behind it was I wanted to do audio for conferences and be able to live stream them at the same time. And so I wanted to have the ability to do panel discussions with 15 or 16 microphones. And I actually love it because it's got a small footprint. I can have my headphone splitter, my CL4 for the mic pickups, and it's an amazing all-in-one kind of unit. So I don't know if you've ever looked into it, but I'm in love with it. I've only had it for a month or two now. So
no, I'll check that out. I've actually got behind me, I don't know, the lights are off. I've got a PreSonus Studio 192, which is a rack-mounted 8-port
Nice.
XLR with really nice preamps. I've got it in a 2U case with a Furman power conditioner on it, so I can pick it up, put it in the briefcase, and take it on the road with me, and have all the mics in a backpack, and have a 4-person show anywhere I go.
That's great.
Very
the
easily.
2U is I mean, that's so slim. 2U is great. So
well, they're both 1Us. The PreSonus is a 1U and the Furman's a 1U. So I have a 2U Gator case.
Oh,
so
that's
it looks like a briefcase. It just looks like a badass briefcase that you're taking around with you.
That's awesome.
And I've got 2 of those here because one thing I found as a professional is you always have to have 2 of everything because
definitely
right before that big show, one of them's going to crap out on you.
Yeah, back to that redundancy thing.
Always have redundancy.